Smiths, like for Circle and then for the world. Now, I believe that there are people here, this is a stakeholders conference. It means whatever gets said here has the capacity to expand into the hands of 100 others at least. Okay, so I want to share this with you as something that you will take personal responsibility for, first of all, and then you will push beyond here to ensure you can empower other people with as well. Now, what exactly is this I am busy really about? It says sexual abuse happens mostly because we are busy. And it happens, yes, you have mostly men, there are more men and women that are involved in abuse. Statistically so. Mostly victims. People who have been victims of abuse before naturally are more involved in abuse than people who have no history. Mostly within the family, mostly less than 31, and mostly because you are not around, and mostly because when you are around, you are not even communicating. Your child has the capacity to keep secrets from you. You are not there for them. And many of us can be very nice. You know, somebody was taking the bath for her daughter one day and discovered that when she wanted to wash particular parts, the daughter was very irritated. And then she investigated further what's going on, and then she discovered a lot of things have been going on. Okay, that mostly this is happening because we are not around, and they happen because when we are around, we have not cultivated sufficient friendship. This is developed the time to be there for our children. Now, what exactly is the reason why we are not there? And how can we begin to channel our energies and our times are right to ensure that we don't fall into this quote-unquote busy syndrome? It's amazing what is going on in society. Every day I hear different kinds of stories because I'm very close to praise. I get to hear, there's a 20-month-old baby that was raped. There's this one that's happening. Oh, there's this one that's going on here. There's someone that got pregnant, the mother just discovered that she's alarmed, but she's just discovered as well that she's been sexually active for the past 12 years, technically from the age of 10. That we are surrounded by surprises that happen. Why? Because the structures and the systems have changed. History has it this way. Some years ago, the only occupation that our fathers and our mothers were involved in was hunting and gathering. Well before the agrarian age, human beings were technically hunters. And in the hunting age, it was very simple. The father goes to hunt with his son, okay, and shows him this is how to hold the gun, this is how to hold the spear, this is how to kill the animal. And while his father and the son are doing that, all the education the child has is provided by the father. He's around, he's there. He teaches him songs, he teaches him stories, teaches their folklore. There's a bond between father and son. While they are doing that in the bush, the mother and the child are told, the mother is training the daughter how to cook, how to tend, how to gather, how to ensure that the home front is kept intact. All the education was father and mother, the parents and the education. As we progress into the agrarian age, they were still a team. Father and mother were still a team. They work at the farm together, they go to the farm, they bring it home, they have to cook it, put it together. The father still taught the son, they still had time for them. It was getting less, okay, but they were still working together as a team, and there was a lot of education happening in the home front. Then we got to the industrial age, where technically it started out with the fathers going out to work, the mothers staying home to tend to the home, and the children going to school. Okay, school was introduced somewhere around the industrial age as an opportunity to send the kids away to go and learn from somewhere. Somebody defines that age as leave it to the beaver. Parents no longer became in control of their children's education. It was left to the hands of teachers. Are we together? Then we move beyond the agrarian age and we're in the information age. In the information age, the father is working, the mother is working. Okay, and the child is being taught by school, DSTV, internet, and all sorts. The teachers have increased. Okay, and control is weak. What is happening is we are so busy, the influences are amazing. Sometimes your daughter will come back home, or your son will come back home from school, and you'll be amazed at the songs that he or she now knows, just from the bus that takes them to school. Okay, that's interesting. What we don't know is, of course, who you spend time with, who teaches you something. That's a teacher in everybody you spend time with. So between the hours of 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. when the child is going to school, he's learning some things from the bench, he's learning some things from Two-Face, he's learning some things from every lyric the person is hearing, and some of those lyrics these days, are alarming. Okay? Then gets to school, and then I realized, Okay, please let's follow me on this journey. Gets to school, and there's a conversation I'm having with my wife recently, and I'm telling my wife why exactly I'm sending our children to this school. Because I'm realizing that she's actually anything. I'm sorry, I'm sure that people are here from schools. I'm realizing that if a child really knows something, it's because there was extra effort in ensuring that thing was taught. I assume that they teach music in my daughter's school, but the only reason she can play the piano is because there's a lesson teacher at home. I assume that they're teaching them chess. Okay, but I realize that if it's not happening at home, she probably be at the top 3 level, or bottom 3 in her class. I realized one of the days, these days, we walked past the lesson teacher at home who was teaching my daughter primary 3 mathematics. And I first of all noticed there was a problem. My wife came and said to me, "You need to watch this lesson. This guy is teaching this little girl nonsense." So I got downstairs, I tried to check what he was teaching. I asked him, I said, "What did you teach today?" And he told me. I said, "Okay, look, I'm stopping this work today." Okay, so I took him to the blackboard and I said, "Look, primary 3 mathematics. Okay, how more basic can he get?" What am I realizing? I'm realizing that if you want your children to really learn anything, there better be investments from your side to make it happen. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to pay expensive in Lagos, pay very much to get our children to go to school to go and play. Now listen, what I'm saying is, I'm saying you will not do well for your children if you leave the responsibility for their development absolutely to the third party. There's responsibility that you and I must take. Okay, there's responsibility we must take in ensuring that whatever is done is constructed. And these days, the teachers are not to blame. They are doing very well as well. They ensure that there is sufficient homework to also keep you engaged. Okay? I ask myself, did we do so much homework in our time? But the homeworks right now make you at least take 3 hours for time to do homework. So it's good. But what you need to understand is we need to take personal responsibility. We need to communicate with our children. We need to be there for them. How on earth will we be responsible? What exactly are we busy doing? Okay, and I hate to spell it so clearly, but let me spell it out to you. What is keeping you away from communicating with your children? What is keeping you away from home? Is money. Please say money. Okay, yeah, I know it's a topic we don't really like to discuss very much. Okay, somebody on Sunday asked in the place of worship, ask them how many of you love money. Maybe I should say make sense here. How many of you love money? Can I see you love money? Okay? No.